What's up, Hollywood? You know how we love to talk about viral moments that blow up out of nowhere and the chaos that usually follows. Well, today we've got a story that's as wild as it gets. This is the rise and crash of Hailey Welch, better known as the Tuah girl. In just 176 days, Hailey went from meme queen to the center of a crypto scandal, losing public favor faster than her followers could buy her merch. How did she turn a drunken joke into a mini empire? And more importantly, how did it all fall apart? Let's get into it. It all began with an unassuming interview on a small YouTube channel called Tim and DTV. Back in June 2024, Hailey Welch and her friend Chelsea Bradford were out in Nashville answering some casual questions with drinks in hand. Everything seemed normal until the interviewer hit Hailey with one question. What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time? Hailey's answer, the now infamous phrase, "You gotta give him that Tuah and spit on that thing."
That makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Little did Hailey know, those 12 words were about to change her life forever. When the clip hit social media, it exploded. A repost on Twitter racked up over 18 million views in just 2 days, and TikTok wasn't far behind. Hailey became an overnight sensation, with fans declaring her a national treasure and demanding more content. But here's the catch. While the internet was obsessed with her, Hailey wasn't making a dime. Everyone else seemed to be profiting from her meme, and she wasn't about to let that slide. Hailey quickly realized she could cash in on her newfound fame. She launched a line of merch featuring her viral phrase, with hats priced at $30 to $40 each. Within days, her Tuah hats were sold out, reportedly generating $65,000 in revenue. Even Rolling Stone and Joe Rogan were talking about her. This wasn't just a viral moment anymore. It was a full-blown brand. Hailey hired a management team, started appearing at events like Zach Bryan concerts, and secured deals with retailers like Spencer's. She even hinted at trademarking her iconic phrase to fully capitalize on her meme. However, the rapid commercialization rubbed some fans the wrong way. Comments started rolling in, questioning how someone who made a drunken joke could suddenly have a full management team and lucrative contracts. For some, it was a hustle worth applauding. For others, it was a sign that the world had officially lost its mind. As Hailey's star continued to rise, the attention started to take a toll. Her Instagram blew up, reaching over 1 million followers in less than a month, and paparazzi began camping outside her home. Hailey admitted in interviews that she felt paranoid and unsafe, even needing security guards to go out in public. She described the worst part of fame as the constant scrutiny. "Everybody's looking at you when you walk into a room," she said. "It feels unsafe." Despite her complaints, Hailey leaned into the spotlight, launching a fan subscription platform and a podcast to keep her audience engaged. But as her fame grew, so did the criticism. What started as adoration turned into backlash, with people labeling her a clown and calling her rise to fame embarrassing. The shift in public perception was a preview of the storm to come. In December 2024, Hailey launched her own cryptocurrency, the Tuah token, claiming it was more than a meme coin. It was part of the culture. But almost immediately, red flags appeared. Community notes revealed that 96% of the coin supply was controlled by just 10 addresses, leading many to suspect a scam. Hailey denied the accusations, calling them fake news and blaming the losses on sniper bots. But as investors began sharing their horror stories, from losing thousands to being unable to sell their tokens, the backlash grew louder. Crypto watchdogs like Coffezilla called the project one of the worst launches ever, criticizing the coin's shady tokenomics. Hailey's co-creator didn't help matters, dismissing critics as mentally ill and further alienating the community. The Tuah token scandal marked a turning point in Hailey's story. Fans who had once declared her a national treasure now called her a scammer, accusing her of exploiting her fame for quick cash. The comments were brutal. "This has to stop. Isn't this embarrassing? And clowns like this are what's wrong wrong with the world? Social media users shared screenshots of their losses, with some claiming to have lost tens of thousands of dollars. Hailey's attempts to defend herself only made things worse. She appeared flustered in interviews and live streams, often avoiding direct questions about the coin's legitimacy. Critics argued that she didn't fully understand the crypto space and had no business launching a token in the first place. Crypto investigator Coffezilla took a deep dive into the Tuah token, exposing its flaws to a massive audience. He highlighted the suspicious token distribution and questioned how much Hailey personally profited from the project. "This is one of the worst tokenomics I've ever seen," he said in a scathing review. "Someone just made over $1 million on fees alone. Who's that someone? The project creator." Hailey attempted to deflect the criticism, claiming she didn't fully understand the technical aspects of the coin. But for many, her lack of knowledge was no excuse. If she put her name on it, she was responsible for the fallout. As the controversy spiraled out of control, a group of investors filed a class action lawsuit against Hailey, claiming they collectively lost over $150,000. The lawsuit accused her of false advertising and deceptive practices, arguing that the token was designed to fail from the start. Hailey's initial response was surprisingly apologetic. She urged those affected to contact her legal team and promised to address their concerns. But her actions didn't match her words. Shortly after the lawsuit was filed, Hailey posted a video of herself on a lavish vacation, leading many to believe she was enjoying the profits from her failed token. The lawsuit has yet to be resolved, but it's clear that Hailey's reputation has taken a massive hit. As Hailey became the face of the Tuah token debacle, critics outside the crypto world also began piling on. Social media influencers, podcasters, and even casual observers used her story as a cautionary tale about the dangers of internet fame and the pitfalls of chasing clout. Some argued that Hailey's rapid ascent was a case of too much, too soon. She turned a joke into a brand, but the foundation was shaky from the start, one viral TikTok explained. Others accused her of deliberately exploiting her fans, suggesting that her management team had pushed her into risky ventures for quick profits. The narrative started to shift away from Hailey as an individual and toward a larger commentary on meme culture and how the internet elevates unprepared personalities to massive platforms. "It's not just Hailey," another commentator noted. "This is what happens when fame is handed to people without the skills or support to manage it." Still, some defended Hailey, arguing that she was a victim of her own naivety and that the real villains were the advisors who encouraged her to launch a poorly planned crypto project. The debate about her culpability only fueled the fire, keeping her name trending across platforms. Hailey's rapid fall from grace also had a ripple effect on her other business ventures. Brands and collaborators who had once lined up to work with her quickly began distancing themselves. Spencer's, the retailer that had initially partnered with Hailey to sell her merch, quietly pulled her products from shelves. Other sponsors followed suit, ending deals before they became collateral damage in the PR nightmare. Hailey's social media endorsements, once valued at tens of thousands of dollars per post, dried up almost overnight. Even her fan base began to dwindle. Where her Instagram posts once garnered hundreds of thousands of likes, engagement plummeted as fans expressed their disappointment. Comments like, "Unfollowing, this is just sad now," became a common sight on her profile. This mass exodus of support left Hailey scrambling to salvage her brand. But with so much public distrust, rebuilding her reputation seems like an impossible task. In a desperate attempt to diversify her income streams, Hailey launched an AI-powered dating app called Pookie Tools. The app promised a unique and personalized dating experience, but reviews painted a much darker picture. Users described the app as disgusting and scammy, with many accusing Hailey of slapping her name on yet another poorly executed product. Some even joked that the app was less about finding love and more about milking her remaining fans for money. Hailey defended the app, claiming it was a genuine effort to bring something innovative to the market, but the backlash was swift and unforgiving. Within weeks, Pookie Tools became another punchline in the growing list of Hailey's failed ventures. This misstep further solidified her reputation as someone willing to attach her name to anything for a paycheck, a perception that is increasingly difficult to shake. Hailey's next attempt at relevance came in the form of a podcast, the Tuah podcast. Marketed as a platform for scientific and revolutionary discussions, the show was anything but. The first few episodes were widely mocked for their lack of substance and Hailey's inability to steer meaningful conversations. Even Jake Paul, one of her early collaborators, couldn't resist roasting the podcast, calling it so bad it's good. Despite the negative reception, the podcast became a viral hit for all the wrong reasons. Comments like, "I unplugged my grandma's life support to charge my phone and listen to this," flooded social media, turning the show into a meme. While the attention brought in some ad revenue, it wasn't enough to offset the damage to Hailey's credibility. What could have been a chance to reshape her public image turned into yet another PR disaster. During her brief reign as an internet sensation, Hailey managed to gain recognition from some surprising names, including Eminem. The rapper used her viral phrase to promote his latest album, proving just how far-reaching her meme had become. Fans were split on this unexpected shout-out. Some saw it as validation of Hailey's impact on pop culture, while others criticized Eminem for perpetuating her fame. Even Eminem's in on this clown show, one tweet read. Meanwhile, Hailey's fans took their devotion to bizarre levels. Multiple people got Tuah tattoos, permanently etching her viral moment into their skin. While this could have been a boost for Hailey's brand, it only added to the perception that her fame was built on fleeting internet trends rather than genuine talent or substance. After weeks of relentless criticism and mounting legal pressure, Hailey vanished from the public eye. Her social media accounts went silent and fans speculated about her next move. When she finally reappeared, it wasn't with an apology or an explanation. It was with a video of herself enjoying a lavish vacation. The tone-deaf post infuriated fans who accused her of flaunting the proceeds from her failed ventures. "Enjoy it while you can," one comment read. "Prison's calling." Hailey's attempt to stage a comeback only added fuel to the fire, solidifying her fall from grace as one of the most dramatic in recent internet history. At the end of the day, Hailey Welch's story is a cautionary tale about the perils of viral fame. What started as a funny one-liner turned into a whirlwind of opportunities, missteps, and scandals that ultimately consumed her life. Hailey's rise and fall highlight the double-edged sword of internet stardom. While it can bring instant success, it also demands accountability and a level of responsibility that not everyone is prepared for. What do you think, Hollywood? Was Hailey's downfall inevitable, or did she simply make the wrong choices at every turn? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the biggest stories in pop culture. Until next time, y'all, peace.